This afternoon, we are honored to have as our keynote speaker, MaryAnn Broxton of ATD Fourth World. She is co-director of the U.S. branch of the International Multidimensional Aspects of Poverty Research. A Boston native and graduate of Lesley University, her first-hand experience of poverty combined with her academic experience gives her a unique approach to the study of poverty in America. For several years, MaryAnn has been speaking on the importance of changing our understanding of poverty in order to fight poverty, including joining economist Jeffrey Sachs on a panel at the United Nations High-Level Political Forum in 2018, and giving guest lectures at Harvard University, Columbia University, Merrimack College, and Fordham University. MaryAnn says that poverty is not connected to an abstract line. It is a concrete human experience. It's complex and sometimes even contradictory, which makes it difficult for outsiders to fully understand. Here to help us all understand the aspects of poverty is MaryAnn Broxton.
I hope it didn't disappoint, but we'll see. I'm really happy to be here at St. Mary's Center again. It's wonderful. We came 2 years ago in 2017 when you were doing the work and after you did all the peer groups, and it's just an amazing place. Everything about it, the people, the facilities, the welcome, and so happy to be here. What I'd like to start with today is a question that was at the core of our research, and that is, what is poverty? In the U.S., we define poverty by a monetary standard, and that's called the Federal Poverty Guideline. So if you are a little bit below it, you're in poverty. Or as Jess said, if you're $1 above it, you're good. You're not in poverty anymore. We can't help you with all your services, forget it, you're done. You know, you're better. But what stood out for us the most in this research is that poverty goes much deeper than income level. You know? Poverty means having to swallow your pride every time you try to access a much-needed subsidy. Knowing that your children are not receiving the same quality education as their peers. Being trapped in a rundown community that lacks resources. This is my favorite part. Being told to be grateful for the little bit that you have. And then if you're not being shamed for it. Why aren't you grateful for that little bit that you have? So poverty is not just an abstract line. It's a very real, concrete, human experience. For example, when you live in poverty, you know what it feels like to go without. So if you meet somebody that is in need that you know of, you will take a little bit that you have and share it with them. Even if that would make you have less, you share because you know what that feels like. And that brings me to my second question. Who gets to define what poverty is? You know, we believe experts on a number of topics when they talk about it, that what they say is legitimate. But when it comes to the topic of poverty, people who live in poverty, the ones that have knowledge from experience, they're always excluded from these conversations. You know? So like, you may remember in the news a couple of years ago, there was an all-male panel. And they were, there was an all-male panel, and they were talking about women's reproductive issues. And everybody went crazy. Why are there no women on that panel? Why are they talking about this? How come there's not the same reaction when we talk about poverty? Why is there no one going crazy or outraged or demanding that people with the experience of poverty are also on these panels talking about it? If you have personal knowledge, why do you have And what makes people Why do we find that acceptable? You know? Is it because people in poverty don't know what to say? That we have nothing to say? Or that their lived experience, or our lived experience is not valid? And as you saw today, everybody that spoke here have something to say. You've seen in this report that people have the capacity and are capable of doing it, and it is valid. There's an author, Malcolm Gladwell, and he wrote a book, and it says that you need 10,000 hours to become a master in the fields.
Come on.
And based on that, right now, there are millions of people living in this country, some who may be even sleeping outside tonight, that could have a PhD in the field of
Amen.
So that's why I love this project, the MAP project. And besides, multi-dimensional aspects of poverty research project. So it's the MAP project, right? And what makes this unique is that, as Guillaume was telling you about that, people with the experience of poverty, as we call them activists, because that's the name that they chose to identify themselves by when we were doing this research, that we're also going to have academics and practitioners. We should have not people in poverty, because they should not be known by the hardest experiences that they live through as a label or a title. It was activists. So activists are involved in this research from beginning to end on an equal footing, co-equal footing, as equal researchers, as Guillaume was talking the story about Johnny, saying, I don't want to be a guinea pig, that my knowledge is just as valuable. And that's what the merging the knowledge process is all about. And ATD developed this about 20 years ago, with experiences from beginning to end. And what's really important about that to notice is that it's a paradigm shift when it comes to research. Because usually when you read studies or reports like this, one group of people studies another group of people, listen to what they have to say, extract their knowledge, interpret it to what they think it means, and then they produce a report. But with this report is different, because as Jeff said, everybody working here at St. Mary's Center together, and it was the same all across the country, working together to create a report that reflects the reality of people.
Yeah.
And we did that and that became evident when we had the 40 delegates from the different peer groups around the country come to New York City and validate the dimensions that you read here today. What stood out to us the most is that when we were looking at all the dimensions of people together, they said, one activist from Boston said that what is so interesting is that subjugation is the cause of all the rest of the dimensions and aspects, but it's not caused by any of the other dimensions. That in order to have all of these other dimensions, you first need to have subjugation. That subjugation is what enables poverty to exist in a rich country like the U.S. It's not caused by poverty, and it's all about power.
Yeah.
One activist described it the best way, the most simplest forms, is that when you live in poverty, you're always under somebody's thumb. You know? And we, the U.S. research team, defined it as, in the United States, there is a dominant segment in society that exploits and takes advantage of people, wielding power over individuals, communities, and sovereign Native American nations.
Yes.
Subjugation is a matrix, creating and supporting dehumanizing categories in a wide spectrum that goes from criminalization of people experiencing poverty to passive acceptance to the fact that no one cares about those people. Subjugation is based on the belief that some people are just worth more than others. And that as a society, we have become accepted to accept that fact. And that in some instances, we also perpetuate that belief.
Yes.
As one Oakland academic stated, from one of the peer groups right here, it becomes acceptable to think that some people deserve certain privileges, rights, etc., while others do not. As a society, we create a variety of reasons for excluding or othering people, rationalizing why they don't deserve the opportunity to participate in society or have access to resources that exist. What was also very interesting to us as the U.S. research team is that when we told some people about the idea of subjugation, they would always say, well, that's a really strong word. That sounds really harsh. You know, but when we talk to activists, they're like, no, that's exactly how I feel. You described it perfectly. That's the word, that's my experience from beginning to end. And as I said, the process of subjugation can lead to all these other dimensions here. And we heard beautiful explanations of them today. I just want to tell you a little bit more about them. Disadvantaged areas was described as something where the only thing in abundance is lack of. And what stood out the most to us is that in disadvantaged areas, they're both over-policed and under-policed at the same time. As they were talking about, Jess was saying that if you live here, you must be like that, so we're going to go after you, but when you need help, where are they? You know? The idea of work and employment-related hardships. We talked about everything from unemployment, underemployment, but we also talked about a living wage, work parity, 0-hour work weeks, which means you can have a job but you might not be put on the schedule next week. So then what does that mean? 2 weeks from now, you're not going to get a paycheck because you didn't work last week, but you don't qualify for a subsidy or help because you're just still employed. So, you know. We also talked about the difference in pay for men and women, but we also talked about the idea that for some women and maybe for some men also, the idea that if you have a boss that's making advances at you on the job, can you report them? Or are you afraid to lose your job if you do? And do they know that and will they hold that over your head? Because you don't have the skill set to go someplace else and get another job. Or maybe this job fits your hours that you can work because it fits, you don't have to pay more for daycare.
Yeah, come on with that. Come on with that.
We also talked about the lack of adequate health and well-being. And the one thing that struck us the most is that the health conditions that can start in childhood because of poverty stay with people throughout a lifetime, even if they're able to change their economic status. The fact that you may have asthma or diabetes, the fact that in this country there is an epidemic of obesity and malnutrition at the same time. Because what you can afford to eat causes all of these things. And how that carries with you over a lifetime, even if you were able to change your status. The idea of resources, we talked about everything that you think of as resources, housing, transportation, employment. But one of the activists at Gallup described how resources are allocated to people, what resources people have access to, is that we have been controlled by the greed of a few, you know? And as one of the activists here in Oakland said, the poorest get the worst when it comes to resources. Another dimension is lack of voice and exclusion from participation. And when you think about that, yes, you can think about politically, do you have the right to vote? Or do people come and register you in your neighborhood? Or how hard is it to register to vote? But we also want to talk about the idea, how about your employer? Do they listen to you when you complain about something? Your child's school, do they listen to you? Your doctor, when you're telling them how you feel, do they take you seriously or not? Because of your income level and the perception that they have of you. So these are also lacks in the way people are excluded from voice and participation. Stigma and shame is something that regardless of whether it was from Oakland to Boston to Gallup, everybody experienced it, everybody talked about it. And what stood out as a quote was that an activist from New York said, you need to be part of society that's being seen. If you're not seen, you become the fringe population. In Appalachia, they described it as being shunned, that a whole family can be shunned based on the perception of the community of that family. So regardless of whether it was true or not, that's just what happens. And then how that makes you feel. So some people would not, people if there that would experience domestic violence, they wouldn't go and tell anybody because they didn't want to bring that shunning or shaming to their family. Or they didn't want to go to the food bank because they didn't want anybody to know about that. So they were isolated in their experience, and then they were afraid of being shunned and shamed and bringing it to their family. The idea of the struggle. I love this line that came from an activist in New York City, that the struggle is to be determined not to give up on what you're striving towards. And we saw this here, that every day people still struggle and try to move on. And the idea of the two sides of the same coin is also that, yes, some people strive every day, but then for some people, how does that make you feel internally? The fact that, why am I lacking resources? Why am I the one that's feeling subjugation? Why am I in my neighborhood things are like this? So the resentment that can even cause for people. And then how do you resist back and fight back against that? When we were talking about dimensions, we also realized that there are some things that are always there, regardless, and those are called the constants. And we define that as uncertainty and hard choices. And there's also things that are there that aggravate it, can make a person's experience of poverty worse. Those are the aggravators. It's racism, time, social identity, accumulation of dimensions. Uncertainty we describe it as not when you wake up in the morning not knowing how your day is going to go. That can be true for anybody, but for people that experience poverty, that your uncertainty can lead to a catastrophic events. When you wake up, are you going to get a no-fault eviction? Are you going to find out you have a 0-hour work week? Are you going to have a health emergency that you can't cover? Because there's a study that says people in poverty or low-income people have a hard time accessing as little as $400. So if you keep getting no-fault eviction, where are you going to go? And you can't find something to go. So the uncertainty leads to hard choices. The idea that, as I said, the choices, people think that people in poverty make bad choices or poor choices, and that's why you're experiencing poverty. Without realizing the only choices that you have in front of you may lead to a catastrophic event. You know, you have so much money. Do you pay the rent? You pay the electricity? Do you buy food for your refrigerator? In Boston, it can be 4 degrees in the winter, you know? Do you buy a winter coat to send your kid to school? Any single one of those things that you neglect will be looked at as neglect for your child, and the child will be taken away from you. So which one do you choose if you're talking about hard choices? You know? The things that aggravate poverty. Racism came up in every peer group that we've had, in one different way or another that we talked about it. That some people, just because of who they are treated differently. It comes back to subjugation. The idea that from the very beginning of the country, certain people are treated a certain way, different groups, and are purposely start out left behind, you know? The quote that I liked was, I'm treated like a third-class citizen in the country that my family has been in before it was a country, was when we were talking about that. The idea of time was very big for us. The amount of time that you spent in poverty, or you're a person that just recently, because of the economy, ended up in poverty, or is it a generational poverty where your family was never able to quite make it or was able to keep their head above water? The idea that time means different things to different people. That if you're experiencing poverty, short term, maybe can I make it to the end of the week? Long term, maybe can I just make it to the end of the month? Where other people might say, my short term is I have a 5-year plan, my long term is I have a 10-year plan.
Come on.
So like the difference of that. The one thing that we talked about a lot in regards to time is a short lifespan. That if you live in poverty, you will, and you experience it, all these dimensions,
Right.
it gives people a short lifespan. Where I live in Boston, there's 2 cities. There's Roxbury, which is not a wealthy area, and right next to it is the Back Bay, which is a very wealthy area. There's a 30-year lifespan difference between Roxbury and Back Bay. So, we also talked about social identity, and the way we define that is race, gender, LGBTQ status, immigration status, country of origin status, and it's usually the things that people take pride in. You know, that like, I came here as an immigrant and I worked hard and, you know, I'm making it, just anything about their culture that is what ends up being twisted by everybody else and used against them. And those are the things that put you further and further away from access to power, which allows you to have access to better resources, access to better neighborhoods, all of those things. When we talk about the example would be, if we have a disabled, gay, African-American woman, her experience of poverty is going to be completely different from a straight white male, and they both have the same economic standing. If they both have the same amount of money in their bank account, they both receive the same amount of money every week, their experience is going to be totally different because of the way society treats people based on their identity. Last is the accumulation of dimensions. If you have subjugation, you might most likely live in a disadvantaged area, which lacks resources. You won't have health care. Your children will be going to an underfunded school. This leads to social isolation and the struggle and all of these things and how that affects people. Their experience is going to be completely different from maybe somebody who does live in a disadvantaged area, but they have a good job. You know, their kids can go out to a different neighborhood to school, and everything is good. So that changes people's experiences of poverty. So now I've rattled on Medjugorje for a little while, but I'd like to finish my presentation that mentioning that even though we talked about all these different things and all the different dimensions, that people living in poverty are not passive in front of these dimensions. You know, they're not passively enduring subjugation. They do struggle, but they have agency. They're resisting the labels put on them and on their families. They're getting stronger in defining who they are for themselves and what they want to do and what they want to be. They're struggling to survive and achieve so their children can have a future. And as one activist in Boston said, people try to bring us down, but we still have something inside, a spark that can't be silenced. So thank you so much.